Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, Make It Make, where I always try to encourage you. If you can't get it to make, then make it make. Alrighty, so we are sort of ending the canning season. I think some people are still doing applesauce, and gosh darn it, some people are still picking tomatoes. Let me know if you're this late in the season and you're still picking things, or what it is that you're canning from the season. So I just figured I'd make a quick video on things that I just probably will not can again. And here are the reasons why. All right, so we are in my basement, so forgive me if heat turns on and off. So I think it was a year ago that I canned the banana butter. I'll get you better lighting here. And it's not that the banana butter isn't super good or super tasty, it's just nobody is eating it. And it's just always so disappointing when I feel like my kids are gonna eat something, and for sure, you know, it's like, oh yeah, we'll totally eat it. Well, you know, it's gonna be so good, or this is so tasty. But then when I can it, it's like nobody wants to touch it. So, I mean, it's a little bit irritating and frustrating, but I'm just not gonna can it again because it just sits on the shelf. However, it really was a good recipe. If you are interested in this, I'll make sure that I put the link, or not the link, the iCard here or here. So it's not like it was a bad thing. It's not like it tasted bad. It's just nobody ate it. So that's why I won't can this one again. Okay, the next thing I won't can again is the Super Toscana. Again, this is like another one of those things that it's not like it turned out bad. It's just, I could not get over the thin consistency of the soup. And we talked about this in the video when I made this, that it is supposed to be thin. It's not supposed to be like thick like a stew. So that's, yeah, it just wasn't really appealing to me after I canned it. Also, and this is probably just a me thing, something that's just in my head. It's not something that necessarily looks great. As a matter of fact, let me go grab one real quick. Hold on. This is one that's been shaken up. This is one that's not been shaken up. And it just, I don't know, it just doesn't look appetizing. And so I know that that's in my head, and it's just like, just get over it, shake it up, warm it up, and eat it, because it is completely fine. But that's probably something that I won't can again. It's not really appealing, and yeah. Also, I am not going to be throwing any of these things away. I have friends who have expressed that they wanted some of these things, and I'm fine in giving it to them. So the next thing that I would not can again is the canned sofrito, okay? Now, it's not like this isn't a great idea. It's just there's a number of reasons why I won't can this again. Number one, when I bought the peppers, it was supposed to be a candied pepper. Gosh darn it, the package said candied pepper in Spanish, and I read it right. It was correct, okay? I'm telling you, it was wrong, because it ended up being very hot and spicy. So, you know, with most Puerto Rican foods, we're not like hot and spicy like that. It's more for flavor. And when I cooked rice, or when I had chicken, and even my sister-in-law, when I gave her some, she felt the heat, and her family felt the heat too, which was not something I was trying to accomplish with sofrito. It was supposed to be purely for flavoring purposes, to bring it out more. So that's a mistake in that, but that's just a mistake. The real reason why I won't can this again is because there really is a difference between cooked sofrito and fresh sofrito. That's why most people would prefer to buy it from somebody who has made it fresh and they can freeze it, okay? Whether it be in a butter tub that we're chucking away at, or in ice cube trays. We've certainly gotten smarter with the way we use sofrito, because we're tired of chucking it, just trying to get it out of the tub. Or the other alternative is buying it cooked, and it's almost, when you buy it through the Goya brand, it almost has like this gelatin consistency to it. And it's just not the same. It's not the same when you are used to working with fresh ingredients, or you make it yourself, you know? So that's probably why I won't do it. There's just nothing like fresh sofrito. The other thing is peach jam. I don't know if it's just that I'm disappointed in the way that my peach jam did not solidify. I guess, you know what? I shouldn't even put this on there, honestly. It turned out to be a great peach syrup. You know what? We're going to just forget this one. I'm just disappointed. It's all. Okay, and this one is actually something that I need help with. So when I was buying my dried beans, because my mind is just like squirrel constantly and ADD, I don't know how it happened, but I ended up with a jar of black-eyed peas. Now, I'm not going to can this again because we've never really eaten black-eyed peas, unless you guys so lovingly tell me, how in the world am I going to use black-eyed peas? Like, what would I use it for? I'm sorry if that may sound kind of elementary, but I was just like, you know, who better to ask than you all? And of course I could Google it, but honestly, I'd just rather ask you guys because I kind of trust you guys more. So, I mean, it canned beautifully, but yeah, there's that. So here's the last thing. And the only reason why I'm showing you half of a jar is because this is what I have left. And I wanted to give you a visual of something. That is the sun-dried tomatoes. Now, I'll never can it like with this recipe. I think the next time I can this, I'm gonna can it using just oil. In this video, and I'll put the iCard either here or here, we really brought up the acid to make it USDA approved and good and all that other stuff. Well, I've been doing some more research on how people use their sun-dried tomato, or how they can it, pardon me, with just oil. And there's a shelf life, but there's no like declared shelf life for it, okay? Which a lot of people ask me that, by the way. When we're doing these types of things, there is no declaration of shelf life out there for it. There just isn't. I'm sorry that I can't provide that for some things. It's because it's technically not tested in a certified kitchen, okay? But anyway, getting back to this, it's too sour. It's too vinegary. It just is. It's changing the taste in my recipes that I would normally go to the store and get these sun-dried tomatoes and put them in my foods. There's a completely different taste, and I don't like that. Now, I think that I'm gonna redo this. It's just not gonna be with such a high level of acid. I really don't think that it's necessary. From what I've seen and what other people are doing, I just don't think it's necessary. So if you're interested in seeing that again, we can do that come around next tomato season. But I mean, I loved how the texture came out. Loved that. It was exactly like you would get at the grocery store. It's just, it was a little bit too high in acids for me. All right, friends, well, that's pretty much it. That's all I have for you today. I hope all is going well with you, and definitely leave your suggestions in the comments. As always, guys, take care and God bless.